Hey everyone, it's your favorite time. We are doing our shared episode of
Behind the velvet rope.
and group text. Hi, David.
What's going on, Melissa? How are you
Oh,
today?
I'm good. I can't wait. We've got so much to catch up on. Let's just dive right in with one of your favorite shows, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. They've finished filming. It's looking like a December premiere date, but you have tons to share about this.
Well, it is one of my favorite shows. I like my housewives really rich, Melissa. You know what I'm saying? That's just that is what I want to see on my housewives. But there is a lot spilling. Look, we have two new housewives. We have Amanda Francis and we have Rachel Zoe.
Okay, but let's just explain who they are.
Well, Rachel Zoe, we know from the Rachel Zoe project on Bravo. She is back. She just filmed a huge promo with all her catchphrases. So they're giving her own promo already.
But also, for those who don't know, Rachel Zoe started out as a big stylist. And she's the one who brought in the whole boho-chic and the whole thing. And Brad Goreski worked for her for a long time before he left. She has got a reputation of being very direct. I'm just going to leave it at that, and not easy to work with.
Yeah, that is what I've heard as well. And it's also interesting because Brad does cover the Housewives. He does those parodies and he loves doing the parodies of Beverly Hills. Well, I
Yeah,
mean, are you going to now parody Rachel? Because look, we're not spilling any secrets. The blood between them is not so great these days. I think Brad still is not so thrilled with Rachel from all those years ago.
but it's going to be interesting. But Rachel has built a major brand.
She has. Listen, I mean, rumor is that she has fit in seamlessly. Just because you had your own Bravo show like over a decade ago, look, reality TV is different, right? These days, it's a whole different landscape. It doesn't mean that it's going to go well for you, but I heard that it's like she's a natural. I think she fit in with the cast really well. She's known Kyle from before this. She's known Kathy from before this. So I heard she's doing well, assimilating.
Well, and also she's a pro.
She's a pro and she has a real brand. Like you said, she's going through a divorce. She was married since the 90s.
Yeah. But Rachel, from someone who was a stylist and then became the big stylist, she spun it off. I mean, she did not stay beholden to her clients. So we know she's very, very smart.
She's very smart. I mean, obviously, her brand has done well and she has not been beholden to her clients. So it's going to be interesting. And also, she seems like the type, like, look, you can picture her standing up for herself if someone tries to come at her.
Oh, 100%. 100%. She's going to be the no bullshit one,
So
which we need.
that makes a good housewife, right?
And the other new housewife.
Amanda Francis, like she actually had a viral moment. I don't know if it was a year or two ago. She bought Kyle's house. This has nothing to do with her being on the Housewives, but she actually had to do a post on her story like a year and a half ago and say, please stop, please stop. Like I bought someone's house who happens to be on TV. Stop talking about me. Well, I think people are going to be talking about you now.
Wow, that's a change of attitude.
That's a change of attitude.
And
Yes.
she became well known because she was a big influencer about women making money and this whole manifesting money kind of thing. I checked out her website and it is money, 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 money. And it's actually a pretty cool website to look at, but it is very singularly uh driven.
Singularly driven. And I mean, also, she is married. I mean, she has a husband and children, and that we don't have. I mean, Rachel has children, younger children, but not a husband now. She's getting into this. Amanda will be a married housewife. I'm sure they love that, representing an actual married human being.
You've heard other inside stories, so do share.
Well, Kyle, we had this infamous trip to Amsterdam when Lisa Rinna got into it with Kim Richards, maybe like 7 seasons ago, 6 seasons, something like that. Where, Lisa was implying that Harry Hamlin was gay. I mean, Kim was implying that, and then Lisa smashed the bottle and said, "Don't you come after my husband?" And Kyle ran out. It really is one of the most shocking cast trips like in the history of Housewives. And Kyle has been going around and saying like this cast trip this year rivals Amsterdam. So I don't know what happened and I don't know between who, but Kyle is like, it was as crazy as that. So
Do
that's a
you
pretty good advertisement.
do you have any idea where they went?
They went to Italy for the second cast trip. I think that's when it all came undone. And it was towards the end of the season. And there's a lot of pictures of them walking around Italy in the summer. And, I think Sutton and Jennifer Tilly popped by to see Dolce & Gabbana. So, it's Beverly Hills in Italy, Melissa.
It is. It is. I want to go back to Amanda. Um, she's a self-made millionaire. She is a repetitive, unrealistic goal achiever. She's a podcaster. She refers to herself as a money queen. How hard do you think she's going to go after these women who don't technically, quote unquote, work?
I think she's going to come after them pretty hard. What is she going to? She's probably coming in with a grudge towards Kyle already from being stalked just from buying the woman's house, right? And
Right.
Dorit, we love Dorit, but what does she do for work? To your point, not
But
much.
Dorit is Rachel Zoe's best friend.
They have, I predicted that I didn't think they were going to get along. Well, boy, was I wrong. They were Rachel and Kyle and Dorit came to the Hamptons over the summer. Just them. It wasn't, they filmed it a little bit, but it wasn't like the cast trip. No one else came. Rachel and Dorit look, they're both going through divorces now. They're around the same age. Dorit loves fashion, although her fashion sense is much different than Rachel's, boho chic, as you say. And Rachel has not veered from that style. Like I've seen pictures. She was just in New York this week for Fashion Week, and her and Dorit are just two peas in a pod, loving each other.
Ooh, that's going to cause some drama.
It's going to cause some drama. It's funny. Kathy Hilton also did this interview where she said, we have two shiny new objects this season. And sometimes when there's a shiny new object, you forget your old friends. Now, I have sat here and done I think that means that Dorit has had some issues with Erika. Erika being the old friend, Rachel being the shiny new object. Just by process of elimination, I think that's what Kathy inadvertently kind of revealed. So I think Dorit and Erika might have a rough patch this season.
Ooh, it's going to be so good. Now, there's something going on with New Jersey and Rhode Island. So, Rhode Island has officially wrapped.
Rhode Island has wrapped. Dolores from New Jersey has had some part in it, not a cast member, but she filmed a bunch of it with her boyfriend Paulie. So they have, spoken out that it wrapped. Rumor is that it is a spicy. Andy says it's as Italian as Jersey. And rumor is there is going to be the trailer shown at BravoCon, and then the cast is going to come out in person at BravoCon, and everyone is going to get to see the cast. But the official trailer is going to be shown at BravoCon. That's the rumor.
Ooh, can't wait to see that. Also, I think when people very often think of Rhode Island, they think of, you know, Newport and all these sort of fancy seaside communities. You know, Taylor Swift has a home in Rhode Island, so on and so forth. The Kennedys have, Hyannisport. Is that
Newport.
Massachusetts? I can't remember if Hyannisport is Massachusetts or Rhode Island. Anyway, they're all those same kind of fancy enclaves. This is not that. I think it's really interesting. They're telling us kind of the vibe by having New Jersey people in it.
Yeah, and Andy has even said if you think the Italians in Jersey are Italian, wait till you meet the ladies of Rhode Island. So sounds like it's going to be a similar vibe.
So, speaking of Andy, Andy spoke out about the New Jersey future.
Well, look, there's all these rumors. Some say they're test filming, some say they're actually filming now. Teresa's not in sight. When Andy was asked about this, Andy said, "Listen, we're figuring it out." And then he paused and he was going to stop and he said, "Look, we really want these shows to come back right. Meaning like we rushed New York. back and we did a reboot and that didn't seem to go well. I mean, no one seemed to like that and now we don't know what's going. So he said like we want to get it right. So I say take your time, take another year, 2 years, 3 months. I'd like it back, but yeah, I don't think we need another show that's just going to be mediocre at this point.
I agree. It all comes down to the casting.
It all comes down to the casting. I mean, look at Salt Lake. Did we think we would love Salt Lake like this?
No,
But
but we do.
we do. We
We
do.
do. But something else I just want to say about Andy is for those of you who did not follow the Howard Stern storyline all summer, was he coming back? Was he not coming back? Was Sirius going to pay? Was Sirius not going to pay? It was everywhere. And the day that he was supposed to be coming back, they pushed it a day. And on that day, they actually had Andy open the show and say, I can't believe this is happening to me. It's all gone on so fast. This is crazy. I know it seems sort of rough and disorganized. And then it turned out that it was a giant prank that Andy was in on and Howard came back and took over the show. I love that Andy was part of it. People are really not happy with the whole thing and saying how they were doing it as a publicity stunt. Really? No kidding. But I love that Andy bought in and went deep on it.
I have to say, I was panicked. I mean, look, do I listen to Howard Stern now? I don't. Did I growing up? 100%. Do I love Howard Stern and think he's like just everything? I'm a huge Howard Stern fan. So I was just sitting there, not that it's really going to affect my daily life, but I'm like, this is horrible. Like, what is this? And if you really think about it, like, why? Like, now that we know it's a prank, you're like, but I did believe it. You're like, how would this ever work? Like, this is not career suicide, but it's such a no-win situation for Andy, who doesn't need this. I mean, Howard Stern, because then he also said, "Oh, we have another guest coming today, Patty LaPone," and I'm like, "This is
Oh, that
just
was hilarious. That was hilarious because Howard would never have Patty LaPone on. He could
right."
not have gone gayer, theater, nerd on that. And that for me was genius.
Yeah, and you're like, there's no Howard Stern. You are going to be crucified for this. Like you just lost. But he's like, oh, Patty is really outspoken. She
Oh,
is. So
yeah.
you're like, okay, maybe I get why you're having her, but you really believed it. And then when Howard came back, he's like, everything that you heard is false about everything. And the most annoying thing was that people were texting me and they just wanted to know what was going on. He's like, it's all false. He's like, everything's fine, which who knows what the real truth is. But it was a good prank. I mean, didn't you believe it?
I was very much on the fence. I knew, but again, we're insiders, that something didn't gel. But also, this is pure on a completely different level of Howard making fun of the tabloids and the internet and the fake news and all these things. And Howard's so smart. I love on the sort of satirical level that he went, you guys are idiots. That you are believing this is ridiculous. And I think it was such a wake up call on a lot of ways, pointing out our own absurdity of what we read.
Yeah. It didn't seem right, but I believed it. But I
Now,
mean, I was
remember,
also
Sirius didn't say anything, and Howard didn't say anything. And I love that
yeah.
Sirius went along with it. That's even better. You know, my mom loved extensive practical jokes. Like she would plan them months in advance. So for me, I'm like, oh, this is so great that they planned this out so long. Did it maybe go too far? Yes. Did I love even the last bit where they like pushed it one more day? Like I loved that. And they were all sitting there laughing.
Yes, and you think about it, if anyone were going to take over for Howard, like there's all those rumors that it was going to be Alex Cooper from Call Her Daddy, and like you're like Andy does make logical sense. So like it was believable. And like Andy loves Howard and like they've known each other. Like it just made so much sense. Yeah.
But again, Howard pointing out the absurdity of what goes on in this world in hindsight is going to make us all look at him and go, genius.
Genius. I mean, and it was almost like saying like I'm above all this fray. You know, he even said when he came back, like, I want Alex Cooper to do well. I want everyone on Sirius to do well. The more, a viewer comes to any show on this network, it's great for me. And, he said it's hard to have even one listener. So I give credit to everyone that has a following. So it's just Howard being a total genius.
As always, I love it.
I
Um,
loved it
I
too.
loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. I'm gonna go back now to one of our favorite topics, that is Real Housewives adjacent.
Let's do it.
Denise Richards. What is going on? Just when you think it's safe to like, okay, we can move on from this story, it just throws something else at you.
It gets crazier. So, Aaron has been saying that it was a hoarder house and she kept it a certain way. I mean, he invited entertainment tonight in. I'm sure they were all too excited to show up with cameras. And they went through the house and it's being called this house of horrors. And he's like, Denise, and they also rent this house. So, like, Denise moved out. Him and his parents and brother have been living there. She hasn't been living there, but he said, here's where we live downstairs. I'm not allowed to touch the upstairs because, we're getting a divorce now. And I guess there is a temporary restraining order. And like upstairs is where he showed just like, yeah, house of horrors. There was so much hoarding, clothes everywhere. There were 15 dogs, maybe 14, but 14 or 15 dogs. The carpeting was damaged. There was like dog shit everywhere. And he's like, this is what I lived with. And everything she says to you guys is actual bullshit. And he's name dropping Charlie Sheen a lot. And everything she's doing is lies in the media, the same way she did with Charlie. So you're just like, and he's saying the black eye was makeup and it will all come out. And I've been living in hell. That's what he
Well,
says.
because which I found very interesting, is Denise, has been all over Charlie's press tour.
She has. She went to the premiere. She's in the documentary. She was really open and vulnerable in the documentary. She has since gone and picked up the 15 dogs with her father, and I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're with her or if they are put
Well, you realize
somewhere.
that for 15 dogs, technically you're supposed to have a kennel license, which I doubt she had. And with the dog shit everywhere, it's like that was Britney Spears. That was her thing. Denise has now stepped into, no pun intended, Britney Spears stuff, because always in the back of the Britney Spears videos, you see piles of dog shit. But who has 15 or 14 dogs? I mean, it's just like, ew. Like, I'm an animal person. That is a lot of dogs. I mean, I'm guessing she didn't clean up the lawn either. The fact that they're not housebroken, like, this is the shit that freaks me out.
Remember you joke about my New York apartment where I am, and you joke that you can't sit on the couch, even though you could sit on the couch, Melissa.
Only
Uh,
select people can sit on the couch and you can't wear shoes, right?
You cannot wear shoes. 15 dogs freaks me the fuck out. Yeah, it freaks me out. It's like, I don't even know. And they're big dogs. I mean, I don't know about all of them, but the ones that they showed her picking up are not small dogs. I do think there's some psychological something associated with someone that I know someone else in the real world that hoards animals, dogs. There's got to be some psychological. Like, I get it. You want to be comforted. Life has been tough.
You
I
want to
don't
help.
know.
I mean, I could go get another pet every time I see those ASPCA commercials. Like, literally, I'm like, I'm gonna go. And Steve's like, no, you're not. You know what I mean? That's me.
Yes. And then you just breathe in, just breathe out, think about it for a day, and then see if you are in the mood for another dog.
Yeah, I have two big dogs and a cat. That is enough.
That's a lot.
That's enough.
Like, it's a lot to take care of.
And we would have another cat, except Marty does not play well with others. Marty's for sure an only child.
Well, there you go. He takes
Yeah.
after his mother.
Yes, but I would have been not nearly, I mean, Marty, when you ask him and say, would you like a little cat friend? He will get up and walk away. Like, he knows
Really?
what you're saying. like just in disgust.
Not for him. Well, he
Not for
wants all
him.
the love.
Yeah, but he did let me put him in an Eagles jersey the other week.
That's sweet.
And then he laid down on his side and wouldn't move. So I think I understood how he felt.
He's like, he wants all the love. Well, yes, I mean, I love that. So no extra cat for him, but I don't, it's gonna get crazy with Denise.
Yeah, and cats don't like wearing clothes.
They don't?
Well, mine doesn't.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've never seen, I mean, people do dress them up, but my cat's like,
I assume dogs are okay wearing clothes.
well, my dogs, one of them just looks at you like, really, you're doing this to me? And the other one is just like, okay. Like, doesn't
Whatever
think
you
twice
want.
about it. Yeah, yeah, but one's just stares at you with like these big eyes, like, are we done making me look foolish?
It's
You
like,
know?
I don't want this.
Yeah. I'm only doing this because you feed me.
That's so cute though. I actually like when animals have on clothes, but they have to be like stylish clothes.
Of course, Chanel. I don't like the little barrettes.
No.
No, I'm not
But
a
you know what I do like? I mean, I don't think I would do it. I like when someone does dye their dog. I assume that's not bad for the dog. Like I like when a dog is dyed a
okay,
color.
it's not great.
Oh, well, there you go. See?
It's not really, it's hard on their skin. My mother's dogs had sweaters, but they lived in New York. Like when you have a pet that has to go out in cold weather, you do have to dress them because otherwise they're
Yeah.
cold. But other than that, I'm just not a dog dressing person. We have completely digressed. Um, you told me a little inside scoop
Yes. About
about
what?
potentially what's happening with Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble. There was that picture of them not looking so happy with each other at the Bezos wedding.
Yeah, and like I think there was video and it seemed like Chloe was trying to like diffuse the situation and of course we have all these expert lip readers now. And so it seemed that like Corey and Kris were both leaving at the same time, but Kris basically, and these are all the rumors, that she wanted to just ride alone. She was so upset at that time. She's like, I don't care if we're both leaving. You go in that car. I'm going in this car. I don't want to go in the same car as you. I don't know. So there is these rumors. They've been together since 2014. They did just do a red carpet together, and people are saying like they're sending a message. Everything is just fine between the two of them. But the rumor was that he's fed up and he feels that he wants an exit package when this all goes south. So are they having problems? Are they not having problems? Is it wrong to want an exit package? The rumor is that he feels he's the one that holds the family together every time there's a problem and everyone's being dramatic. Corey says he's the level headed one, and for that, he wants a severance.
Well, first of all, I'm just going to go out there and say the Kardashians have not been getting a ton of press right now, and this has thrown them back into the headlines. And Kris is that smart.
Speaking of which, to your point, I don't know if you know this. This just happened like within the past day. So Kris, I guess, is one of the new faces of MAC makeup because she has her facelift now.
Right.
And there's this picture that said for internal use only, and it's posted on Instagram. It says across it like a watermark for internal use only, and it's Kris. She looks not like the finished product, but really good. And Kris commented on this post that said, check your DMs immediately. I don't know who posted this. Now, people are saying, like, this is a publicity stunt as well, because this picture just got leaked and Kris is going to comment on it to check your. It does seem like both things are to get press.
Right. Well, because Kris, if that happened, would not be saying, check your DMs. She would have called, raised holy hell, and it would have been down before anyone could comment. So take me back to the Corey thing, which is, well, also, Kris did a big layout for Vogue something. And her big thing right now is she says, this is my version of aging gracefully, which is fantastic. I mean, that's saying, come for me. I've done plastic surgery. This is my version. And that whoever came up with that line is a genius. As for Corey, they have been together a long time. I don't know how much he's been allowed to actually work and create his own life and his own income? Or has he become part of the whole Kardashian empire, which would be my gut that he, even if he's the wife and she's the husband, after what, 11 years, he's probably entitled to something.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure there's NDAs in place and, you sweeten the deal and what
But
does it
I
matter?
but they've been a real couple for a long time.
Yeah,
You
they
have to
have.
call at 11 years you can call this relationship a success.
Yeah, I mean, he's not just there for the money. I mean, it's 11 years and they're together all the time.
Well, and it's 11 years of a grind of work, scandals. He has stood by the family and never opened his mouth.
Never.
So I'm gonna go 70-30. 70, they're fine. 30, this is a stunt.
I think so. I mean, once I saw the Mac thing, I was like, well, that's definitely a stunt. Kris Jenner is not leaving an Instagram comment to check your DMs immediately and that she's furious. And for internal use only, this wasn't like drastic before horror story. It was pretty good. Like it's pretty close to the finished product. We should all wish that this is our do not use or show to the world picture. So I don't buy it. I think the same thing with Corey. Like I want them to last. I kind of like them
I'm just
together.
gonna go back to my default is Kris Jenner is so fucking smart. It's unbelievable. She is a genius. And I'm just gonna leave that at that because you can't say any more than God damn, that woman knows what the hell she's doing
She does. I
every minute of
agree.
every day. So,
Genius.
quick check, of course, about Below Deck. Med is coming back on September 29th. I say not soon enough. Hurry, hurry, hurry. The It just wrapped the other night. The Frasier and Captain Carey episode just ended. Um, I liked it. There were some good characters. I just love Frasier and I love Captain Carey, and they had a great villain. They had like villain A that sucked in to villain B, C, D, E, F. Like this girl, Solene, caused so much drama. If you haven't watched it, go back because she was a shit disturber like nobody's business. Traitors, my other favorite show, come back most likely in January. Crazy cast. I've got to look at my notes. Mark Ballas, Lisa Rinna. Is it Rena or Rinna?
Renna.
Renna.
And
I
she's going to
never,
be great.
her name, the pronunciation of her name has changed through the years.
I say Lisa Renna.
I say Lisa R.
Okay.
Candace Dillard, Caroline Stansberry, Donna Kelsey, Tara Lipinski, Johnny Weir, Porsha Williams, and oh my God, Michael Rappaport, who I really like, but he is an actor and a comedian. And if you follow, he is the most unfiltered person I have ever met. He is beyond unfiltered. So he is going to be fascinating on this.
I've had him on my podcast. Love him. Love somebody unfiltered. I see why people don't like him. I'm a huge fan too. And he is such a huge fan of people like Porsha. Like he loves Porsha. He loves the Housewives, but specifically Porsha. I just think it's going to be interesting to see him. Like you're not there to be a fan, you're there to win. So it's going to be interesting. I think he'll come in as a fan of these Housewives, but soon realize that they're there to play the game. So hopefully you are too. I gotta tell you, I'm all about Lisa Rinna. I mean, there's nothing I'm more excited about with the Traitors than Lisa Rinna being on it.
Oh, her and Caroline are going to bring the drama.
And Alan Cumming made a comment. I forgot. It was like a recent interview where he said, I mean, they all say this, but he said episode 6 or 7 or something, something happens that is so shocking, like not something scripted that they planned on just between the cast, that it is the most shocking thing that has ever happened in Traitors history. And to your point, looking at this cast, I'm like, who is the one that caused this and what is it? Because you got some interesting personalities on there.
I mean, this is clearly the best cast ever. I wonder if Tara and Johnny are going to get into it. I mean, I am all a Twitter about this. Like, literally, like, give me the date. I'm dying.
And not for nothing, like you look at Dylan Efron, who was Zach's brother. He is one of the breakout stars of last season. Now he's on Dancing with the Stars. Like no one really knew who Dylan Efron. He was in
Oh,
Zach's
he was
shadow.
so cute. He was
So
so
cute.
cute. I want to stay on Traitors for a sec
No, but I was gonna
because
say
oh,
Donna Kelsey is gonna be not to is gonna be like it's such smart casting because we're gonna get to know her as her. Mind you, I mean, you don't mean to tell me every Swiftie is gonna now be watching The Traitors? It's brilliant casting,
oh, I didn't even think about that. Beyond brilliant. Beyond brilliant. So
right?
Emmys. Alan won one. Traitors won one. Fantastic. I think that was their third. Let's just talk about the Emmys for a quick sec.
Yeah.
Um, the fun is gone. Everyone's still fearful. Everyone says, why don't you go back to it? Like, and like, why would I? I would only be criticized. It would not be fun. I talk about the red carpet in my different platforms and with magazines. This year's Emmy show, and I'm a Nate Bargatze fan, was painful. It was so uncomfortable to watch. And I don't know. Award shows are award shows are award show. The plot doesn't change. You know, we just try to make it shiny and different, kind of like the 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 pre-shows. But there's
Yeah.
got a way. This was for me particularly uncomfortable and painful. What do you think?
I, I just thought it was boring.
You didn't find it uncomfortable? I
Uh,
found
I found it uncomfortable too.
the whole tote board and running over, like, I just found it really uncomfortable. And it just, I hate it when it falls completely flat. Just give me at least one great moment. I understand by keeping the speeches short, they were avoiding a lot of political statements. I get that. There's other ways to handle that, but it was so uncomfortable. I don't, well, whatever they do next can go up from here.
You don't miss the carpet at all?
Mm-mm, not one iota. Why would I
Really?
want it? First of all, you can't ask what you want. You can't ask what people are wearing. Although, what's her name from E did. I'm blanking on her name. She was so cute. Tall, really pretty, was wearing a really pretty dress. She did ask, so that was a nice test balloon. It's not fun. It's just everyone's so programmed and so scared. It's not, there's no spontaneity. And
And what?
why would I want to go back to something that I'd only be criticized for that was so much better back in the day?
And what is it? You can't say who are you wearing? You just can't. I guess I missed all that, even though I watched the pre-show. I guess I
Yes,
didn't
we've
even
gone through a
notice
whole
that.
phase where you cannot discuss what people are wearing because
Oh,
it's demeaning and all that kind of
oh
stuff.
God.
So
Where have I been during that
I
phase?
clearly not watching. So that's my little thought on the Emmys. Very exciting news.
Yes.
I'm gonna be at BravoCon again this year.
You're excited.
Oh, I mean, first of all, I get to be with my below deck people, you know, and just I get to be literally in the Bravoverse for 2 days. So if you're going to be at BravoCon, come look for me. I'm going to be wandering the floor because I love checking out all the booths. It is such a blast, but wear comfortable shoes.
Yeah, it's a big space. I was gonna say you must be so happy that the below deck people will basically all be there.
If you're going to be at BravoCon, definitely come look for me. I'm going to be wandering around the floor with my partner in crime. Second time, the two of us, we take on BravoCon, Dax Holt. You know what? We had good stuff last year.
You
This
think it's
year,
gonna be better this year?
we got some stuff planned. We got some stuff planned. We're very excited.
Well, the group of people going is it's lots of people that are current. I love that there's people from the past. Like Shaws are going to be like shows, that are coming back. Like it's a good they were good this year about like just it's a really good cross section of everyone, I
But
think.
it's going to be super, super fun. That's in November. David, always a pleasure.
We have a lot. Today was a lot, Melissa, but it's
Today was
always
a
a
lot,
pleasure.
but we're coming into the end of the year. There's going to be even more.
This is our busy season.
Thank God, because summer was slightly dull.
We had August was a little slow, yes.
But
I'm
you had
awake.
but yes, but this is great. David, I love you.
Love you. I'll see you next month, probably.
Sounds like a plan.